All right. Hey guys. Hey. How's it going? Hello, Facebook and YouTube. Give me a moment to share out to my Facebook groups. How y'all doing? Uh, okay. Let me share. And we're going to do this to Crafty Black Girls. What? Okay. Post and guys, I'm doing something a little bit different today. Um, I finally got myself a StreamYard membership. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Hey guys. Um, all right, we're getting started in just a moment. Give me a moment. I just got to set up the Instagram. I'm broadcasting through StreamYard tonight. Why did I do that? That was not the title. Oh God. Okay. They met. Okay. Okay. Okay, y'all. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty, but we're gonna get it going. No. Okay. And here we go. Okay. All right. Do it virtually. I know I'm on at a different time today. I am hosting a clubhouse room um, at 8 p.m. Pin comment. Yes, I knew I could do it. Hey, Nessie time. How you doing, doll? Okay. Ah! You okay, girl? Sorry. All right. Okay. Nessie, I'm doing things a little bit different today. I'm broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube through StreamYard, and I am broadcasting on Instagram using my tablet as opposed to my phone, which I usually do. I am hosting a clubhouse room tonight, and it's something I'm going to be doing regularly. So I had to kind of consolidate some things. But okay, we are ready. A little late, but we're here. I'm going to start the recording, and we will get going. Okay. Um, okay. Let me pause this, and here we go. Well, okay. Okay. Did I not wave? Hey, girl, wave. These buttons don't work. Okay, whatever. Okay. Is being strange. All right. Welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to MPL Legal Dish Nessie Time. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up on Instagram. I'm trying to wave to you, but it just won't let me. Um, Anyway, but yes, welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, and you're like, who's this lady on the internet? I am Natalie Pure Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, getting your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure that you have contracts for clients and partners, making sure that you getting you brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so people so that you don't get sued for discrimination. Okay, I help you do all of these things. If you're wondering, well, I'm qualified to help you do these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. I got all these broken pens. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. Okay. So if you are in the startup phase of your business and you're looking for, and you need some help getting your business life together. I don't know why it's doing this. Um, I encourage you to reach out to me. How are you going to do that? Um, you can reach out to me at Linktree/MPL consulting firm. Okay. That is where you can book a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first time client. It is also where you can download the free biz launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Okay. Linktree/MPL consulting firm is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. You're not going to be able to make every one of these episodes. I've got like over 500 of them on the internet. But you can catch up and watch at your leisure and learn these lessons at your leisure, um, using YouTube or the podcast. Okay. As well at Linktree/NPL consulting firm. Actually, let me put this in the comment box over here. You can access many of my what do you call that, digital products, like my ebooks and my video trainings. So if you got my email, if you did, or if you didn't get my email blast this morning, um, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be focusing on, your store policies. It's holiday time. A lot of you are very creative. You make custom items, and people are going to be asking you. They're going to be putting in orders, and the last thing you want is for you to be putting all this work into these orders for, your clients, and then at the last minute they disappear, or they're like, "I don't like it. It's not what I want. Give me my money back." Right. So you want to make sure that you have your policies in order early, so they know exactly what the rules are, to work with you. So if you are someone who makes custom items, I encourage you to pick up policies every craft store owner needs, so that you can, protect yourself before the holiday rush happens. Okay. I think, oh, yes, also I have a special announcement. All of you guys, I appreciate your supporting me on these platforms for the past few years. And tonight I will be adding another platform to the NPL Legal Dish array. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to be hosting my first clubhouse room through Black Girls Do. So if you are on Clubhouse and you want to support over there, I would be more than happy to have you. My Clubhouse handle, because I did it with my personal thing, I didn't do it with my business one. My Clubhouse handle is at sweet_tally. If you go to Linktree/NPL consulting firm, you will find the link to my Clubhouse account. Okay. Is my Instagram working? Can y'all see me? Like, what's going on? Um, yes. What is happening? Okay. Um, am I live? Hold on, guys. And operate. All right. Yes. Okay. So if you can hear me and you're watching, please give me a thumbs up so I can continue. Okay. Just so I can make sure that we are all on the same page. Because I am broadcasting on some different platforms tonight. I did some test posts, but I didn't have any guests on them. So just let me know with a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right. Okay. But moving on, we've covered the business basics. Let's excuse me, have we? So anyway, I'm a little discombobulated because it's a new platform. Forgive the nervousness. Anyway, but let's move on to the show and why we're here tonight because a lot of you are OGs. Here is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send me, and I um, pull the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners and we discuss them. Okay. So this is a time for you to get involved. This is a time for you to ask questions, to give your comments, all that good stuff. Um, okay. I don't like this at all. Okay. We're going to turn that off for now. And we're going to go here to Instagram. All right. Okay. Here we go. There. All right. Just do it virtually. All right. We will work out the kinks later. All right. Okay. So I think we're ready and good to go. So what we're going to do now is we are going to start our stories, okay? Hey Nessie time. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you could hear me on Instagram. I was asking you to give me a thumbs up. Could you hear me on Instagram? Was it working? Let me know. Um Anyway, but yeah, so we're gonna get started. Yeah, I know we're starting a little bit late. Again, I want to announce that at 8 o'clock tonight. The reason why I'm on early is because at 8 o'clock I'm going to be hosting a room on Clubhouse. And I would love your support if you're on Clubhouse. The link to follow me over there is up there. Okay. But let's get to the matter at hand today. All right. So before we start with the show, I feel like my intro wasn't as thorough as it usually is, but y'all are OGs, you know what it is. Um, like I said, for the next few couple of weeks, we're going to be focusing on store policies because holiday times are coming. You guys are going to have people ordering from you, and you don't want to be putting in all this work and then people asking, "Oh, okay, it didn't come through for me." Okay, thank you for letting me know, Nessie time. So obviously there's a delay on Instagram. I need to be aware of that. Thank you so much. Okay. Um, but yes, so yeah, we're talking about store policies. Like I said, it's holiday time. People are going to be ordering from you. And the last thing you want is for somebody to be like, after you've put in all this work, for them to, be like, I don't like it, give me my money back. Right. So, when you have your store policies in place, what you are doing is you are teaching your customers how to interact with you. It's important to set these rules beforehand, right? Your refund policies, your warranties, shipping issues, disputes, things like payment plans. These are all things that you need to let your clients know ahead of time so there's no confusion later, right? And to help you guys out with that, I have created a guide. It's called Policies Every Craft Store Owner Should Know. It is, you can access it at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. And there you will be able to, and with that, you'll be able to customize the policies exactly how you want and be able to, set the groundwork so that you're not left holding the bag, with your clients. Okay. All right. So that is our NPL nugget of the day. Make sure you have your store policies in place. I'll go into some of the policies tomorrow, but just know that, this is the time to really get those policies in place. And you can access my store policies guide at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. All right, let's move on to our stories. We're starting a little late, but that's okay. So our first story of the evening, Nessie Time, you have been watching for quite some time, right? And I'm sure you've heard of the tons of stories we have of celebrities being sued for copyright infringement by photographers. Okay, if you remember any of those stories, give me a star emoji. Okay, anybody watching. When we have covered these stories, I let you guys know that the majority of these lawsuits have been filed by one single attorney. One. His name is Richard Leibowitz. And he has, filed thousands of these copyright infringement lawsuits, so much so that he had been sanctioned by multiple courts for, abusing his legal his legal license. Right? They were like, "Sir, what are you doing? You're basically clogging up the courts with these nonsense lawsuits." Well, there's been an update. Mr. Leibowitz has been suspended from the New York bar, which was where the majority of these things were filed. So Mr. Leibowitz at this current time can no longer practice law in the state of New York. Now, I don't know where else he is barred. He may be able to practice in other states. But as for the state of New York, they're like, "We are sick of your crap. Get out of here." Right? So just an update on him. The second little tidbit I wanted to ask you guys real quick. I saw a story just a little while before I got on here. And I wanted to know you guys' opinion, right? So we all love Tina Turner. Most of us, have at least know one line from What's Got to Do with It. We've all, we know the Tina Turner legs, the dances, everything. Tina Turner, she is an icon, right? Thank you, Nessie Time. Tina Turner is an icon, right? And like many icons, there are many artists who make a living impersonating her. Like what do you call those? Like when you have a anyway, yeah. So there are people who make entire livings impersonating other celebrities. Like there are tons of Michael Jackson impersonators. There are Elvis impersonators. There are Marilyn Monroe impersonators. And Mama Tina is no exception. There are people out here, there are shows that are dedicated to her with people, singing her songs and doing her dances. Well, Mama Tina Turner, she is a little bit miffed at a particular show that is being done in, I believe, Vegas. Tina Turner is complaining because she said that the woman who is playing her in the show looks too much like her. Okay. And she's saying that, they are violating her likeness and that the woman looks so much like her that they might think that Miss Tina is involved. Now, I asked in the stories whether you guys thought Miss Tina is doing too much. Is Tina Turner doing too much? The people who had time to answer before the show said yes. So if you're watching now, whether you're watching now live or just watching the replay, I want to know, do you think that Tina Turner has a right to complain about a performer looking too much like her and performing her songs and dances? Right? Or does she have too much time on her hands, or does she have a legitimate argument here? Right? What do y'all think? I think that Miss Tina is doing a little bit much myself. I'm sure they've gotten clearance for the songs. And as a person, you can't help how you look. If I look like you, I just look like you. How you gonna hate on me because I look like you, right? And I would consider it an honor, actually. But Tina Turner is 81 and she can do what she wants. Okay. Um, but yeah, those were the big ones that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. All right. Now let's get to our meteor stories. Okay. If you are a fan of NASCAR, if you have ever watched, if you know what NASCAR is, give me a car emoji. If you know what NASCAR is, give me a car emoji. You know what? I keep forgetting that I'm on at a different time. I'm like, where is everybody? And I forget that 7 is like dinner time for a lot of people. All right. So if you know what NASCAR is, give me a car emoji. Okay. Now, we know that NASCAR or NASCAR enthusiasts aren't known for being the most liberal crowd. I don't know if you guys have heard of the NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace. He recently won NASCAR, and he was like the first. Thank you, Nessie Time. He was the first black man to win it in 58 years. And Bubba Wallace also had lodged complaints with NASCAR because he said he found a noose in the locker room at the stadiums and things like that. Um, so NASCAR has had their issues, right? But because, times are changing, NASCAR is trying to be more, current with their policies and things like that. And making sure that they're on the right side of everybody's opinion, right? So a while ago there was a race, and apparently people in the crowd were they had started okay, so there's a guy, Brandon Brown. He was driving, right? And then I don't know, I guess he's not a Biden fan. And people in the crowd started yelling F Joe Biden. Okay. So, and not just F, they said the whole word. They started chanting F Joe Biden. Now keep in mind, NASCAR is broadcast over, television airways, which are controlled by the FCC. And if you curse on um network television, you will be fined, right? So I don't know whether the announcer didn't properly hear the phrase or they were just trying to avoid the FCC fine. But instead of saying F Joe Biden, they said that the crowd was chanting, "Let's go Brandon," because at the time, Brandon Brown was driving. Now, since then, they different groups have taken this phrase "Let's go, Brandon," and they are actually using it in their political beefs or whatever as a stand-in for F Joe Biden. And NASCAR is trying to let people know, look, we are not involved in this at all. And they have said if anybody tries to use the phrase "Let's go, Brandon" with any of the NASCAR logos, they are going to sue them for trademark infringement. They're like, we don't want to be associated with this. Why do you think NASCAR, the NASCAR president, I should say, why do you think they're being so strict? Like they don't want people using this phrase in any way having to do with NASCAR, right? Why is NASCAR um, so worried about what their fans are doing? Why do they not want to be associated with this phrase, "Let's go, Brandon"? Let me know. Why do they not want to be associated with the phrase, "Let's go, Brandon"? Um, okay. Let me know what y'all think. For me, I think you guys are pretty smart, and you could probably deduce that it has to do with, it has to do with image. NASCAR, it's while it is largely a European enjoyed sport, they want to be inclusive of everyone, particularly in this climate. So they are really trying to revamp their image as inclusive and making sure that they're not offending anyone, right? And to have such a phrase associated with their brand could really damage them. They don't want to be seen as picking political sides. It's one thing for the players to have, their political opinions, but NASCAR itself does not want to be seen as taking any political sides. Okay, so if you are out here trying to use the NASCAR symbol with the phrase "Let's go, Brandon," just know that they are coming for you. All right, all right. Okay, next story that we are talking about. Um, if you have heard of a little company called Nike, if you've heard of a little company called Nike, give me a sneaker emoji. If you've heard of a little company called Nike, give me a sneaker emoji. Okay. And while you do that, like I know you guys have heard the news about Facebook coming out. They've renamed themselves as Meta. They're coming out with the metaverse, which is going to be like, a 3D universe where you could basically live virtually, whatever. Um, and as people are, prone to do, people are trying to figure out how they are going to monetize this. How are they going to make money from it? And Nike has jumped on the bandwagon. Nike has filed trademark applications for Just Do It, Nike, and the swoosh symbol for virtual sneakers. I don't know why you would, hi, Sincere 39. I don't know why you would buy virtual sneakers because they don't go on your feet, but I guess if you're into VR stuff, it might be cool. But yeah, Nike is okay, thank you, Nessie Time. Yeah, Nike is they're putting their stamp on the metaverse. They have already filed a trademark for they have already filed, yes, they filed the trademarks for the metaverse. You're going to be able to buy virtual Nike sneakers. Now, again, not again, but I'm okay, I'm a little old fashioned, right? I haven't even attempted to try a VR thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll want to do one later on. But I cannot see myself shelling out Nike prices for sneakers that I don't even get to wear on my real feet. But this is something that some people might really be interested in. They have those games like Second Life where you can basically have an avatar and do different things. Facebook is trying to do the same thing. You're going to be able to make money in the metaverse. You're going to be able to like go to events and things like that, right? So if you're going to be able to do all this stuff, Nike said, well, you can look fly while you do it. So why don't you get yourself some virtual Nike sneakers? I would never do that. Would any of you guys be interested in Nike virtual shoes? Would any of you purchase that? But yeah, whether or not we would purchase it, Nike is putting their stamp on the virtual reality world already. Sincere 39 said no with an exclamation point. All right, you and me both, right? If I'm paying for it, I want to be able to touch it. Nessie Time said no. I want to be able to touch it if I'm spending my money on it or like, really use it. What I'm gonna do with a pair of virtual sneakers? Where am I going? Although I will be attending a VR party very soon. So I'm very interested to see how it goes. All right. But yes, so Nike is already putting their stamp on the metaverse. So if you guys are into that, maybe you can get yourself some virtual Nike slides. I really want to see how much these virtual shoes are going to go for. I'm very, very interested. What do you think the price point will be for, these virtual Nike products? Do you think they'll be the same as the physical products? Do you think they'll be cheaper? Do you think they'll be more expensive? What do you guys think the price points will be for Nike virtual products? Give me a range, okay? What time is it? Because I gotta make sure that I end on time. Okay. Um, I feel like they have to be cheaper, and I'm not paying real prices for fake items. Since the 39 says something crazy, we'll see. Anyway, but before we move on to our next stories, I want to take a quick break. Nessie Time said hi. Hey, Belcher girl. I want to take a quick break to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday I agree with you, Sincere 39. This is my Monday through Wednesday live show where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you are looking for some legal guidance, hit your girl up. Okay, I'm here for you. Go to linktree/NPL consulting firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation today. And while you're there, also make sure that you download the free biz launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Okay. All right. Back to the show. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while ago, I told you guys about Playboy, the company suing Fashion Nova over, they said that Fashion Nova was copying their Playboy bunny costumes. Now, if you didn't know, the Playboy bunny costume, meaning the ears, the tail, the ribbon, the cuffs, the corset, and the bow tie and the collar, all of those things are protected by intellectual property. Playboy has trademarks and patents and things on their on these designs. And Fashion Nova, I want to say a year or two ago, came out with their own bunny costume, and Playboy was like, "Girl, what are you doing?" And they sued them for copyright infringement. Um, well, apparently Fashion Nova and Playboy have settled. They are no longer in court. The case is being settled with prejudice, which means that it cannot be filed again. So once this case is settled, Playboy can't come back. Hi, sweet K36. Playboy can't come back and get another bite at the apple, right? What do you think happened that made Playboy and Fashion Nova settle? What do you think happened between them? Hi. What do you think happened that made Playboy and Fashion Nova settle? Remember, Playboy has had a copyright or a design. They've had the design of their Playboy bunny costume protected for so many years, right? Why do you think that they were willing to settle with Fashion Nova? What do we think happened? What usually happens when these companies settle with each other? Especially like as cheap as Fashion Nova's stuff is, Fashion Nova makes a lot of money, right? And Playboy makes a lot of money. Sincere 39 said they no longer sell the bunny costume, right? They probably can't sell the bunny costume anymore. Nessie Time said a really nice payout or royalties. Okay. Sincere 39 said a monetary settlement. Yeah, I'm more inclined to think that it was a monetary settlement. I don't think that they're going to allow Fashion Nova to sell that bunny costume anymore. And this has been the theme with Fashion Nova. They're always getting sued. Remember, we talked about them getting sued by Versace a few times. They ended up settling with Versace. They're settling with Playboy. Fashion Nova has deep pockets. Even though their clothes are cheap, they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. So they're able to settle with these companies and, just all right. Okay. We're moving on to our last story of the evening. Okay. If you have ever played, hold on. Sincere 39 said they make so much money they can afford it. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Last story of the evening. If you have ever played Candy Crush, please give me a candy emoji. If you've ever played any version of Candy Crush, or please give me a candy emoji. Candy Crush. Hey. Candy Crush. Oof. Oh my gosh. My upper lip is sweaty. If you've ever played Candy Crush, please give me a candy emoji. Okay. Now, if you didn't know, like I've been playing Candy Crush for like the last 4 years. I still have it on my phone. I love the game. Right. Thank you, Nessie Time. If you didn't know, Candy Crush. I did a poll today, Sincere 39, and I asked people if they had played Candy Crush, and there were a couple people who said they had never played it. But yes, so if you didn't know, Candy Crush is produced by a company called King.com, right? And apparently I didn't know this, but King.com is a bit of a trademark bully. Apparently, they try and sue anybody, any type of game developer that tries to use candy in their in their game name, right? And it has stemmed beyond game makers. There is a company called Fruit Genetics, right? Um, and they make fruit variations, like they make different types of fruit. So basically, they genetically modify fruit, right? And they recently filed a trademark for a grape that they created that they were trying to call Candy Crunch. And it's a grape, they described it as oval, dark, something, something, right? And Candy Crush is trying to oppose their trademark application because they're saying that it could be confused with their Candy Crush brand. They said, they're like, we've been building up Candy Crush since 2004. This fruit company can't come in and take it. Ladies and gentlemen, why is this not a good good argument? Why is this, basically trademark bullying, right? Because this is exactly what it is. It's trademark bullying. What do what does a app game, what does a computer game have to do with a genetically modified grape, right? When we talk about trademarks, we always say that trademarks are in your area of industry, right? So the reason why we can have Dove soap and Dove chocolate is because they are two different products. The reason why you can have I'm trying to think of things that are. Is there any other company that? Well, Dove is the best example, right? Um, but yeah, but there. Sincere 39 said, I'm going with Candy Crush on this one only because you shouldn't eat GMO foods. Yes, you shouldn't, but still, intellectual property rules apply. Nessie time, yes, different genres, so no go. Genetically modified foods and computer games are in two totally different classes of goods. They do not meet, they do not cross paths, right? So for king.com to say that this company that makes grapes is violating their Candy Crush trademark, it's a little much for me. But again, I from what I read in this article, apparently king.com has a history of being a trademark bully. Hi, Luke's pet. So while they are opposing this trademark, I don't think that they're going to be successful simply because Fruit Genetics and King.com, you are in two different industries. King.com, you make computer games. Fruit Genetics makes genetically modified foods. So there's no real way for you guys to cross paths. So I'm pretty sure that this case is going to be dismissed at some point. Um, yeah, but those were the stories that I wanted to share with you guys. I have to get off pretty soon. Again, I wanted to remind you guys, I'm going to be hosting my first Clubhouse room at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. with Black Girls Do. I'm kind of nervous about it if you can't tell. But yes, if you are on Clubhouse and you would love to support, I would love to have you in the room. The link to my Clubhouse handle is at linktree/NPL consulting firm. But yeah, I wanted to get on here early so that you guys could get the show and then I could do Clubhouse. Now, going forward, I'm going to be simultaneously broadcasting the Monday night show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Clubhouse. So everybody's going to be together. But just for tonight, I'm doing NPL Legal Dish. Thank you, Brandon. I'm doing NPL Legal Dish early, and then I'm going to go do my Clubhouse room. But next Monday, we're all going to be together at the regular time. Okay. So I want to thank you guys who were able to hang out with me this early. Excuse me. If you have some time at 8 o'clock, it will be fun. If you have some time at 8 o'clock, please join me in the room. It is being, I'm leading the room, but it is through the club Black Girls Do. They've given me the opportunity to teach people what I do on here, and I'm really excited about it. And I would love you guys' support. Also, please be sure to book your one-on-one appointments before the holiday time because I will be closing down before Christmas. Another thing, crafters, all my people who make things, make sure that you pick up policies every craft store owner needs to know, so you don't get caught up with these clients during holiday time and they're trying to return stuff that you already made. Uh, but we're going to be back here tomorrow, regular time, regular format. I don't think I'll be doing the StreamYard on that tomorrow. I think I'm just going to do that on Mondays. But yeah, but I think this was a good practice run for when I do it regularly. Okay. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for those of you who could make it early. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Brazen Lawyer. We will be back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. And again, come join me over on Clubhouse at 8 p.m. basically in 20 minutes for my first Clubhouse room. Okay. Link is in my bio. Bye, guys. Oh, whoops.